It's Tuesday, the 7th of November 2017, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. So in Jinshin Jyutsu, 7 came into the universe meaning victory, a perfect life power. And safety energy lock number 7 is located on the tip of the big toe. So you may remember the other day we were speaking about safety energy lock number 4, and I said that it was located here on the back of the head, on this occipital condyle. The energy comes in, it's the window, comes in at 4, goes down the front of the body to 7 at the tip of the big toe, and then comes around the back to 4. And so that is how our life-giving energy force, according to the philosophy of Jinshin Jyutsu, circulates around and through our bodies, energizing our entire beings. And 7 and 4 is 11, and 11 is a sacred number associated with spirituality. So the spirit, the sacred number of 11, that is how it circulates around and through, animating our bodies. I thought that was quite interesting. Right, so 7 is a water number, but 7 is the iceberg. The part that you see is the small part. The real part is happening underneath. So 7 asks the big questions. Why am I here? What's the point of it all? The world is possibly going to hell in a handcart, and what can we do about that? 7s are introspective. 7s are private. 7s need to be alone in order to ask those questions, the big questions of the mysteries of life, and actually find the answers. And they need to create space and silence for that. So today you may well, while you're going through your everyday life and you're busy and you're carrying on and doing what you need to do, you may have the need to introvert a little bit, okay? And you may find yourself not wanting to go out, and you may find yourself not necessarily wanting to interact. That is the energy of the 7, and it gives us time to actually come back within, turn within, to actually gather our resources so that we can move out into the world again. 7s are independent. They are the road less traveled kind of people. They don't like to do things in the conventional way, and they like to ponder it very carefully. And 7s are very meticulous. They like it to be done properly. So they're not necessarily perfectionists, but they have attention to detail. So you might find yourself getting really bogged down in the details today, which is fine if that's what is required. Just create some space for yourself so that you don't actually get overwhelmed. We still have the 2 of November, which is about nurture. So 2 is also a water number, whereas 7 is, I love you from across the desk. Let's not get too close. 2 is, oh my word, I really love you. Let me enfold you in my embrace. So 2 is a much more demonstrative, touchy-feely, nurturing, caring number. 7 is about self-nurture in terms of creating space for yourself. 2 is about self-nurture in terms of creating connections with others. So that is a beautiful polarity that we have going on today. It can create stress for some because, you might feel like you're being smothered by your loved ones, or people are too attached, or they want too much, or not giving you enough space. We have the 1, of course, of the 2017, so that is, it unleashes our creative energy, allows us to be inspiring, and allows us to move into the world and to be seen. So 7s, they are really frightened of being embarrassed, and they don't want to lose face, and they're like, you know what, please just don't put me in the limelight. And 1 is like, pick me, pick me, pick me. So you may also have a bit of tension between those two polarities today. Part of you that wants to be out in the world and wants to be visible and wants to make an impact, and part of you that actually just wants to stay inside, introvert, I don't know, on the couch, under the duvet, or in your meditation spot in the forest. There might be a bit of tension there today with that. So the helper of today is the 1, and 1 is that creative, externalizing, inspiring energy. And so the 1 can help to drive the 7 out of his or her cave. We need both. Remember, we need to be internalized and alone so that we can reflect and we can think deeply and we can connect to what is important to us, our own spirituality. And then we also need to take that into the world so that we can actually use it to inspire others. And the 1 in the helper position today certainly helps us to do that. The villain of today is the 8. And when we have the 8 in the villain position, excuse me, then we have a difficulty setting down our boundaries. So again, you may find today that you actually want to have a quieter, more alone, more introspective day, and the world or your loved ones or your boss or someone is trying to drive you into having a networking, externalizing. It's wanting you to be the one. And if you don't have strong enough boundaries, then you are going to sell yourself short, and you are going to extend yourself in areas that you're not comfortable with necessarily, and that might not, it's not necessary for you to do that. That can happen tomorrow. So 8 in the villain position enables us, well, it disables us actually from putting down boundaries, and so saying no is really difficult. So have an awareness today that you might be stretched beyond your capacity, beyond what you want to do, and actually you are the boss of you, no one else is, and you can say no. The sky will not fall on your head, and people will not necessarily stop loving you because of that. Safety energy lock number 7 is represented on the ring finger. So if you hold your ring finger for a couple of minutes, breathing deeply and focusing on that perfect life power and the victory that the 7 gives you, you actually connect to that energy, and you connect to that deeper, bigger part of yourself that can give you the answers that you seek. The ring finger is associated with the lung and large intestine organ function energy, so it's about eliminating and letting go and decluttering, and it helps to balance sadness and grief. I am going to Dubai tonight for a congress, a world congress on lifestyle management of chronic diseases with complementary medicine. So I know we're going to be 2 hours ahead. I will schedule these posts. I'm going to try and schedule them so that you guys get them at the same time tomorrow, but no promises. So in the next 4 or 5 days, the posts may be somewhat erratic, but I'm going to do my very best to deliver them. So I hope to see you tomorrow from Dubai.